Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Coming In Hot with Caroline. Hi, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Please comment, review, click follow. I would really appreciate it. And I'm sending you all so much love. So, you guys, today's topic, I really wanted to dig deep on this quote that I heard. And I just want to chit chat with you guys today because I've just been feeling all the feels. What is this idea of this hustle culture? What is this idea of constantly feeling the need to be busy? It's like the simplest comment. And yet we talked about it for an hour. What is this hustle culture? And I consider myself a hustler. I am that personality that likes to be busy. I'm as much as like I can get anxiety, I kind of like the chaos. Like I like peace, but I also like a little bit of the chaos. I'm like a dual personality the same way. I'm like an introverted extrovert. I really enjoy my alone time, but then I'm really good like in group settings. So it's like this weird dichotomy that I need a little bit of both. And I think we can get confused. I think there's a difference between hustling and just being busy. I'm going to go back to being a first-time mom because I know a lot of you are in the thick of it. And I will say this, you don't have to be so busy all the time. And you need to enjoy yourself in the meantime. And I think when people say life is too short, until you're like in your 50s, you don't really grasp that. Like you don't really understand it. When you hit 50, I'm 53. When you hit 50, you start seeing death. You start seeing like old age. You start seeing the depletion of the physical, the emotional, the mental. Like you start seeing the demise. You know what I mean? And all this like, oh, we have all the time in the world. We really don't. Like we really don't. And you really don't ever know. That's what I've really come to terms because I think in my 20s and 30s, you have this thought or this idea that you're just going to live forever. And it's weird in my 50s. All I want to do is live forever. Like literally, I want to see my kids grow up. I want to be a grandma. I want to be a great grandma. I want to help raise my grandkids and like I really want to be here. And I was definitely more frivolous with that in my 20s and 30s because like you just don't think about it. And now it's all I think about. And I think that's what's interesting as you get older and understand how precious time is, how precious memories are, how precious like not being busy is, right? And these are the lessons I have learned, okay? I have two teenagers. Obviously, I've been married 19 years. My 87-year-old mother lives with us. My dad passed away. And I can tell you this much from my experience. When I had kids, and even when you just feel insecure, if you're in high school, if you're in your 20s or 30s, and you're just feeling a little insecure, whether it is you haven't found the guy yet, or you haven't figured out what you want to do yet, or you just don't know yet. You know that feeling like sometimes you're in college and you're like, I just don't know. We can find ways to make ourselves so busy to distract ourselves from our main goals because we have something to prove to people that we don't even know and that don't even care about us. Like I know that when I became a mom, I had no idea how overwhelming it is. And it's the greatest thing on earth, but it changes you forever. And for me personally, somebody who's always liked to feel like they have stuff going on, it's definitely like a mind fuck because it's like you need to slow down, but you don't want to slow down. You can't do the things you want to do because you want to be, busy and like acting like you're doing stuff. But a child really humbles you and makes you realize like you have no control and you have to like, give into it and lean into having to be a little late, having to take a little more time, whatever that is. And it's really interesting to me that as a mom, for whatever reason, I felt like I'm supposed to be enjoying this. I am fucking exhausted. I can't see straight. And yet I won't sit down and rest. I have to pick up the toys. I have to, clean the bottles. I have to do this. I felt this need to be busy. I need to be busy all the time. And I don't know if it was just to prove to people that I had something going on because motherhood is just not seen as a title or as a role or as something that's considered like important, even though it's the most important job on the planet. But I felt the need to look and sound busy. And I think sometimes as parents, it feels like we don't have anything to show, for all the work we do. And for me, I show it in how great my kids are. Like I have two amazing teenage boys who are so respectful, so kind, and the greatest people I know. That's how I show it. but that's just not considered something. So I would need literally to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Like I had to, like when John would come home from like a long day or he'd be leaving in the morning, I needed to like read off a list. I needed to be like, well, I'm going to be here I'm going to do this. I got to do this. Like I'm exhausted. I had to like, of course I'm exhausted and of course I'm busy. Like I'm a mom, but I felt this need to be extremely busy to seem like a good mom or to seem like it was an important role or that I brought something to the table. And I think sometimes in marriage, I know for me, I'm going to speak for me. I felt sometimes like you want to bring something to the table. I think marriages become very imbalanced. And I think that's where the demise starts in marriages. And then it's a major downfall once women hit menopause and you hit this midlife because, again, your hormones, you just change and not in a bad way, but you do change. And I am telling you, you guys, the greatest thing I ever did for myself was understand that me just being is enough. And me just like being able to get things done in a day is enough. Like me being a mom, I'm going to say it again, me being a mom was enough. But I felt the need to be really busy. So I would literally be fucking exhausted. I would list off a list to John of like all the things that I need to do. Then when he would come home for work, he would be talking about a big deal or something that he was doing that sounded really important. And then I would feel the need to fill in with a million activities or a million things and not always doing things I wanted to be doing, not always things that I was happy doing. I was definitely overdoing it. I felt the need to be out every single day, whether it was a museum, a park, gymboree, my gym, play dates, everything. Like I needed to be out every day running errands, showing the world that I was a very busy mom. You know what I mean? It's like, and that I'm very important and I have a very hard job and no one can say anything about it. This is the reality, guys. No one gives a shit. Like no one cares. No one's paying attention. No one's looking. Everyone is so self-absorbed. I say this about cellulite all the time. Everyone is so self-absorbed thinking about themselves and their own lives and their own struggles. No one cares what you're doing. No one's wondering what you're doing. No one's thinking about you. As much as we would like to think that everyone is obsessed with us, they're not. Just FYI. So you running around like a chicken with your head cut off, exhausted, frustrated, probably a little resentful, overwhelmed, probably not getting as much accomplished because when you have too much on your plate and you are overwhelmed and you're a little too busy, you actually don't focus. You actually don't accomplish as much. It's really crazy. I know we love to multitask, but sometimes getting one thing done at a time is the greatest way to accomplish it. And there is no race to the end. I don't know why everybody's rushing and rushing to do what? Why does everybody want to be so busy? Right? I think we've started to see that rest is medicine, that mental health, having good mental health is medicine. Having time to go out for a walk, having time to have some self-care, having time to take care of ourselves, to put your oxygen mask on, to spend time with the people you love, that is all medicine. And what I've noticed is everyone's getting sicker and sicker and sicker because this hustle culture. And I'm a hustler. I personally love to work. I want to make money. I want to be successful. I want to create a brand. I want to create a business. I want to inspire. I want to motivate women to get up and live their best lives and live to their full potential. But again, you got to enjoy life. And I don't want to be 87 regretting missing out on things that were really, really important. And I think there's something in like, when they say the baby sleeps, you sleep. And I never did. I don't know why I didn't listen. It's like one of those things. I felt guilty. I literally would feel guilty. And like sometimes rest and us just taking care of ourselves feels guilty. Like women stop getting their nails done. You got to stop getting your hair done. Like you stop taking care of yourself. Why? Why are we so busy that we no longer can take care of ourselves? The most important person in the household. Yes, I said it. The most important person in the household is the mom. I'm sorry, men, dads, love you. And some of you do play a very important role and are the main role. But I think most of the time women do take on this brunt and we stop taking care of ourselves and we put everyone else first and everyone else matters. And we're just so busy. We're so busy taking care of everyone else that we forget about ourselves. And then what happens? What happens to you? Yeah, I'm asking you. What happens to you when you stop taking care of yourself? Your mental health goes down, your physical health goes down, your emotional well being goes down because you're not focused. You're not doing things that you need for yourself. You're not resting. You're not recharging. You are not filling your battery. You are not lighting the match back up, putting your oxygen mask on so it puts more oxygen in and lights that flame in you, right? I talk about that all the time. There's a fire that burns inside of all of us. I'm sorry. We are born not to not do anything. We are not born to be nothing. You are born to do something and to be special and to be unique and to be happy. And there is something about when you don't take care of yourself, all of that goes to the wayside. Your security, like you feeling good about yourself, goes out the window. Your confidence goes out the window. Your sense of security goes out the window when you don't take care of yourself. When you're so busy taking care of everyone else, all of the most important things that you need to survive go out the window. And since when are you not just as important as every fucking other person in your entire family? I'm sorry, I'm getting heated up because that is something that just drives me crazy, that women don't think they're just as important as everyone else in the family. And you're the most important. You are the one that puts oxygen into everyone else. So you being so busy all the time, running around, like the dishes will get done. The laundry will get done, right? Like things will get done. You also need to be able to take a minute to take care of yourself. Like for me, yes, I would pick doing my makeup over doing the dishes. I'll do my dishes a little later because, again, personally, me taking care of myself first actually gives me the pep in my step. It gives me that little bit of oomph, you know what I mean? It makes me feel a little bit better that then I'm walking into dealing with things, whether it's dishes, whether it's laundry, whether it's the kids fighting, whether it's, my mom having to go to the like whatever it is, I'm in a better headset to deal with it because I took care of myself. If I'm so busy running around the house, putting all the toys away, putting the dishes away, putting this away, and then I have to throw something on last second. I've got to run out the door. I'm now walking into whether it's a meeting, whether it's into school, whether it's into my mom's doctor's appointment, looking like a wreck, not looking like my best self. Now I'm insecure and I'm in my head thinking about, okay, I look like kind of like a mess. So now I'm not listening. Now I'm not paying attention to where I am and what I'm doing. So I'm not focused, right? What happens when you're not focused? You probably miss out on either the memory or the opportunity or the experience, right? Nothing fucking good happens. Doesn't end well. So imagine if you put your oxygen mask on, stop being so fucking busy, right? And actually just take a little time to do something for you, whatever that means to you. I am never saying that my routine works for you. My happy tools are my happy tools. Those are things that I know work for me. This is why I say the happy tools. That's your survival toolkit. Those are the things that help you feel good when you're just too fucking busy. Take a second. Take a breath. I know when I'm busy, I don't make as good decisions. Let's start there. I just don't make good decisions because when I'm overwhelmed and I have a million thoughts in my head and I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off because I'm so busy, whether it's in other people's business, whether it's dealing with other people, whether it's work, whatever it is, when I don't take a second for myself, when people are coming at me with questions or opportunities or let's go do this, like I'm not thinking straight. I'm not going to make the best decision. Like when do I make the best decision? When I'm rested, when I've had good sleep, I've had a good workout, I've taken a shower, I've gotten dressed, I sit down, I can focus. That's when I make my best decisions. It is not when I'm frazzled. It is not when I feel like shit. It's not when I look like shit. It's definitely not when I have a million things going on and a million people talking to me or like I'm running around stressed. I'll probably say yes to anything or I might say no to something that might be really good for me because I am not feeling like my best. So it always goes back to the same fucking thing. You feeling good in your own skin. That's what keeps you sane. That's what keeps you looking and feeling your best. Being busy just makes you busy. That doesn't benefit you. You don't reap the benefits of that. Hustling is, for me, is knowing when to put the work in. And it's like actually understanding what is work. And again, compartmentalizing it because I don't want you to miss out on things. I don't want to miss out on things. I want to have time to enjoy my kids, enjoy my life, travel. So, how do you do that? And for me, it's make that schedule, get that routine that works for you. Like, again, hot mess does not handle things well. When you're too busy, you're kind of just like a hot mess. For me, hustler has their shit together. Hustler has a purpose. Hustler is content. Hustler knows the importance of taking care of yourself. And when you take care of yourself, how clear-minded and focused you are, and then you go out there and you fucking kill it, right? That to me is hustler. Busy is to me just busy trying to look like you're doing something. And it does not benefit you. Hustling, you can get a career, you can get an opportunity, you can get a lover, you can get a husband. I mean, I'm kidding, but you know what I mean? That can actually lead you to something. I don't know what necessarily just being busy and overwhelmed would do for you. I'm having a conversation with a 28-year-old, with a 35-year-old. Everyone's feeling it, that you have to be doing a million things to look important or to look like you have something going on or to impress people. Saying that you went to the beach for the day, it's like people are going to say you're lazy, you didn't do shit. But meanwhile, what if that beach day like really rejuvenated you, really made you feel, or like just lying in bed? Me and Jackson were just talking about lying in bed, snuggling with your dog sometimes is the best fucking medicine. Sometimes that is all you need. Like I can lay in bed with my blankets, my dogs, a little rain, and I'm telling you, I'm waking up the next morning like recharged and feeling my best. Me getting up and feeling the need to get all the laundry done, all the plates done, get the walk, go for the hike, have to go see friends, go have a drink. I come home. Now I'm exhausted. Now I haven't recharged. Now I'm kind of a hot mess and I've got to go to sleep. And now I'm stressed because I'm like, I got to get to bed. I need to sleep because I have to be up in the morning. Now I've created this weird dynamic. That to me does not work. So for me, it's whether you have to schedule it in, whether you just have to remind yourself daily how important you are, and that you feeling good is the most important thing. You looking in the mirror and actually liking what you see, right? The real life you're living, that takes time to appreciate. That takes time to enjoy. That's why I take those 10 minutes every day outside to be grateful because it is so easy to be so busy and just forget what's important. This is like honestly where the happy tools come in and why they're so important to me because at the end of the day, when you don't do these things, it just doesn't end well. Like for me, I know I'm not setting myself up for success. I know for whatever reason, society has made us think that we have to be chickens with our heads cut off, running around like lunatic, hot messes to feel seen, heard, loved, and respected. And I'm calling bullshit on it because you can't possibly look good, feel good, do good, and be happy all the time if you don't fucking take care of yourself. You can't work 24/7, then go home and take care of all the kids, take care of the husband, take care of your mom, take care of everybody, run around, do the grocery shopping, do the laundry, you know what I mean? And not have a second for yourself. And then on the weekends, you're at birthday parties, you're at this, like, you have to take care of yourself. That's how you manage everything else. And hustlers, like, I'm sorry, I see a hustler, they're looking good. They look like they got their shit together. I mean, you see some of the top CEOs, they have a very, very regimented routine. They actually like wear the same clothes. They lay out their clothes. They like wake up at the same time very early. They prepare. And like there is a reason they're successful because it's not chaotic. They know when to quiet their mind. They know when to recharge. They pay attention to how they're feeling. And they set themselves up for success by planning. That's it. That's the secret. There is no secret. It's setting yourself up for success every day. And again, you have to be so busy. Busy, 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 busy. I hate that word. That doesn't do anything for you. You want to actually be calm, have time to think and plan so that you can execute in the best way possible. Whether it's a dream, whether it's a goal, whether it's just an activity you're doing, whether it's just plans, whether it's a relationship, whatever it is that you're working through, trust me when I tell you, it's going to work out a lot better for you when you're not so fucking busy. And there was a time with the kids I was playing. I look like a wreck. My mom was visiting. The kids were little. My kids are 2 years apart, so they were maybe like 2 and 4. I'm on the floor. When I say, I think I had, like, milk on me, I had food on me, like, the kids were in a diaper. I was on the floor playing with trucks. It was crazy, and my mom looked at me and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Why are you always playing with the kid? Like, what why are you" like, it seemed she's like, "You're doing too much." And I was like, "What are you talking?" I'm like, "I am the fucking mother. What do you mean?" She was like, "You just don't take care of yourself." Like, it was this interesting dynamic from her days. I was like, "The kids go play." You know what I mean? Like, you get ready, you make dinner, you go see your friends, you would do a little shopping. That was my mom's routine. Like, it wasn't about running around and taking care of the kids and wiping their asses all day until they're 18. My mom was like, "Bitch, get up and get dressed and get your shit together." And I'm not saying I could ever just sit and do what my mom did because honestly, I can't. I am somebody that needs to work. Again, I like having things going on. I don't necessarily want to be too busy, but I actually enjoy having things going on. I enjoy the action. And I think that's the hustler in me. But I also understand the importance. And that's where I understand the importance of taking care of myself, of getting up and getting dressed, of using my happy tools, making sure I remind myself daily that I've got this, that I'm going to make the best of it, that we're going to have a killer day no matter what. And I just say, let's get it. And whatever happens after that, there is no way of controlling it. There is nothing we can control in life except how we want to show up for it. So I know I choose to show up as my best self. I know I choose to show up looking and feeling my best. I choose to show up smiling and in a positive headspace. And I choose me, bottom line, over and over. I will always choose me and what's best for me because I know how important my role is. And I know how important me feeling my best is in that role. So I just wanted to remind you today, it's going to be a short one, but I just wanted to give you that encouragement. I know a lot of you are hustlers and good for fucking you, but just remember all the busyness can sometimes take away from the final goal and enjoying the journey. There are times like an entire year, 2 years can go by. You're working so hard, your head's down, and you look up to breathe and you've missed so much. And I know because I'm living it. There are days and weeks that you're just like work, work, work. And like you missed out on the activity. You missed out on movies with your kids. You missed out on stuff. And that's not what life's about. Life isn't about missing out. It's about hopefully living to the fullest as best as you can. So I just wanted to remind you that you can be a hustler. You just don't have to be so busy that you miss out on your entire life. And I just wanted to remind you that you looking and feeling your best, taking care of yourself is the best way to succeed in life. It's not about being busy. It's literally about you being the best version of yourself and feeling the best in your own skin. You don't have to be busy to do that. Just take care of yourself and go about your fucking day. And I'm telling you, good will come. Especially when you're rested, when you're recharged, and you're ready to take on the world. That's when you're going to find your best self. I had to just remind myself to stop overthinking everything because I was. You guys, I'm going to be brutally honest and transparent. Like this morning was the first morning I've woken up with some anxiety in a very long time. And I was just feeling all the feels. I had to really like go into my hardcore happy tools. I had to literally take my own advice. I got out. I like did my 10 minutes of gratefulness, reminded myself everything's okay. I'm smart. I'm capable. I can handle anything that's coming. I went and took a shower, hot shower, played some great music. I did my makeup. I got out, got my cute outfit on, and I just reminded myself that I get to do this, and let's fucking go. And yeah, me running around and just sitting and thinking and thinking and thinking and trying to like, no, I had to sit. I had to take a minute. I had to calm my thoughts. And I had to remind myself that I was going to be okay and that we got this. And sometimes when you're busy, you're ignoring the signs of what you're feeling. You're ignoring like whether it's anxiety and stress it's a sign, like calm the fuck down. It's a sign that like you're overdoing it. Our health is a sign. See, we're not taking care of ourselves. We're too busy and we're not taking care of ourselves. So I want to take care of myself. I want to be healthy. And this morning, it was the perfect example that when you don't take care of yourself and you let your thoughts run wild, you start to feel the anxiety and you just don't feel good. And that's not how you're going to have the best day. So I used my own advice this morning. I got my shit together. I got dressed. I used all my little tools. I got to Dear Media and I'm here and I actually feel so much better. So I just wanted to remind you that you have control, you have power, you got this. Use your tools. You don't need to be so busy. Use your tools so that you actually feel good. Then you make good decisions and you're not overwhelmed and crazed and freaked out by whatever is happening. Okay? Don't be so busy that you either miss out on the good or you miss out on really learning something. You know what I mean? So, ladies, I love you. I'm sending you so much love and strength. We got this one day at a time. Being a woman isn't easy. Being a mom isn't easy. Being a daughter isn't easy. Being a wife is not fucking easy. But I know one thing for sure. I want to feel good and look good doing it. Okay? That's the bottom line. I refuse to go down without looking and feeling good. So that's what I'm doing. I'm like really working on not being so busy, really focusing on putting my oxygen mask on first and taking care of myself. That is my number one goal. And I hope it's yours too, because we're pretty important and we need to take care of ourselves. Fuck being busy. Recharge and regroup. That's what we need. I love you. I'll be back next week. Coming in hot with another topic. You please comment, review, all the good stuff. Just know that I'm thinking of you. I'm rooting for you always. And I hope you have a fucking fabulous week. Mwah. Bye.